ever pondered how a Portuguese nobleman, Afonso de Albuquerque, carved his name into the annals of Indian history? Born into a noble family in the late 15th century, Afonso was a child of an era ripe with exploration and conquest. As a young man, he was known for his ambition and vision, a combination that would shape his destiny and influence the course of history. Afonso de Albuquerque, a man of ambition and vision, was about to step onto the grand stage of history. Afonso's life took a dramatic turn when he embarked on a daring voyage to the east. In the late 15th century, this Portuguese explorer set sail, drawn by the allure of the East and its untapped potential. His destination? The Indian subcontinent, a land of rich culture and even richer trade opportunities. In 1505, Afonso was appointed the second governor of Portuguese India, a role that tasked him with securing the spice trade for Portugal. The East was a complex tapestry of empires and kingdoms, each with their own alliances and rivalries. Navigating this political landscape required extraordinary strategic acumen, and Afonso proved himself up to the task. His feats at sea were equally impressive. With a fleet under his command, he sailed through uncharted waters, braved storms, and even engaged in naval warfare, all in the pursuit of Portugal's interests. With a keen eye for strategy, Afonso de Albuquerque began to reshape the map of the world. Afonso's real claim to fame, however, was his conquest of the Indian Ocean. As the commander of the Portuguese forces, Afonso sailed into the azure expanse of the Indian Ocean, his eyes set on the rich and exotic lands of the East. His military prowess came to the fore in the strategic conquests of Goa and Malacca, two vital ports that controlled the maritime trade routes. Goa, known as the Rome of the East, was a jewel that many sought. Afonso, with his keen strategic mind, recognized its value, and in 1511, he seized it from the Sultan of Bijapur, making it the capital of the Portuguese Empire in the East. This was a victory of not only land but also of maritime power, as Goa's location gave Portugal control over the Arabian Sea. Next, he set his sights on Malacca, the key to the entire Eastern trade. Capturing it in 1511 as well, he effectively controlled the spice trade, the lifeblood of the region's economy. This victory was a masterstroke, allowing Portugal to establish a monopoly over the Indian Ocean trade, thereby shifting the balance of power in their favor. These conquests had a profound impact on India, altering its trade, politics, and culture. The Portuguese brought with them new ideas, commodities, and a different worldview, leaving an indelible mark on the Indian subcontinent. Afonso de Albuquerque, the conqueror of the Indian Ocean, had forever changed the course of Indian history. But what does Afonso's story mean for us today? This question prompts us to delve deeper into the legacy of Afonso de Albuquerque, a man whose actions in the 16th century continue to resonate in our contemporary world. Afonso's audacious conquests marked the beginning of European colonialism in Asia. He paved the way for other European powers to follow suit, setting the stage for a dramatic shift in the power dynamics of the world. His establishment of the first European colony in Asia at Goa was a significant step in this direction. This was not just about territorial conquest, but also about the control of trade routes and resources, which had far-reaching implications for the world economy. Afonso's legacy is not confined to the map of territorial control. His strategic foresight in understanding the importance of controlling the Indian Ocean's trade routes was a game-changer. It was this vision that led to the rise of Portugal as a global maritime power and subsequently the rise of Europe as a global hegemon. This shift in power dynamics, initiated by Afonso, continues to influence contemporary geopolitics. Moreover, Afonso's actions have had profound cultural impacts. His policy of intermarriage, known as the policy of Lusiades, aimed at creating a hybrid Indo-Portuguese culture. This cultural fusion is still evident in parts of India, especially in Goa, where one can witness the blend of Indian and Portuguese influences in architecture, cuisine, music, and language. But Afonso's legacy is not without controversy. His ruthless conquests and the establishment of colonial rule brought about significant changes, not all of which were positive. The horrors of colonial exploitation and cultural imperialism are dark chapters in our shared history. As we reflect on Afonso's legacy, we must grapple with these complex and often uncomfortable truths. Afonso de Albuquerque, a figure from the past, continues to shape our present and future. His story is a reminder of the profound ways in which the actions of individuals can shape the course of history, influencing the world in ways that resonate for centuries to come.
हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और साथ ही बेल आइकन दबाएं, जिससे समय पर नोटिफिकेशन आपको मिलती रहे। आपका एक लाइक हमें प्रोत्साहित करता है जिससे कि हम नई वीडियो बनाएं। थैंक्स फॉर योर सपोर्ट।